What's going on, guys? So this is my first day in a life using a tech product on this channel, and it is the Pixel 8 Pro. And I'm telling you right now, just to set expectations, don't expect any high production Hollywood quality cinematic shots. It's really just going to be me doing voiceovers on some clips I've recorded throughout the day. So as you can see on the top left, it's 8:14 a.m. at 100% battery, and I'm also rocking the Pixel Watch as well. So this is a full Google experience for me. Can't wait to get the day started. So I'm getting ready for work, and I actually spend majority of my day watching videos on my phone. What you saw earlier was just League of Legends Worlds. No, I no longer play League of Legends, but I do enjoy watching the Worlds whenever it comes up. Right now, I'm just doing some prep work before I go into the office while watching some videos on YouTube. TL, you did good, but you failed to T1 ultimately. So just making sure I have things ready before I go into the office. And as you can see, TL was teasing me, but they had to hold the L at the end of the day. On the way to work at this point, and I think like most people, they have their Bluetooth linked up to the car playing some type of audio. I'm at 95% battery at this point. I'm gonna break the fourth wall here and say that if I'm paying $1,000 for a device and you're actively telling me not to use this feature or that feature, probably shouldn't be on the device, especially when the competition has it on the device and it doesn't affect it that much. Just something that I wanted to note. So I included this clip here because I've been told that if I want to get all day battery life, I'm gonna have to sacrifice by turning off always on display or turning down the refresh hertz. But if I'm paying $1,000 for a device, I expect the features that the company puts in there to not have a drastic impact on the battery. So I'm going to keep on always on display and the high refresh rate because that's what I paid for. If you can't keep up in terms of the battery department, maybe you shouldn't put it on the device, because the competition can offer all-day battery life with those same features. Anyway, I know a lot of people don't care about League of Legends, so let's get on with the rest of the day in life. I've got to say that I'm pretty impressed with the Pixel Watch 2, although I do have some issues with it. But I'm stuck in traffic, continuing watching League of Legends, and believe it or not, there was about 8 to 9 police cars for what looked to be some type of fender bender. I didn't even see any dents, so crazy amount of traffic in the US for absolutely no reason. But now I'm at work. I'm at 87%. And yeah, time to get into the office and do some work. Genuinely have no idea why this clip is in here, but let's just keep going with the rest of the day. There's a lot of work to be done in the morning at work, but just showing you guys the battery life that I have. As soon as I walked in, 85%, and I am on Wi-Fi, so hopefully the battery doesn't drain too much since I am using the Wi-Fi available to me at work. If you thought I was going to use the Galaxy Buds Pro 2 or the Apple AirPods 2, you are severely mistaken. I am 100% in the Google ecosystem, and these are the Pixel Buds Pro. Honestly, I'd still go for the Galaxy Buds Pro 2 based on my experience so far, but just getting more shots of the Google Pixel, I'm at 73 or 72% at 112, and the in-display fingerprint sensor works great. The facial recognition, I've got to say, is the best out of any Android smartphone that I've used so far. Porcelain looks amazing. The build quality is superb by Google, one of the best feeling Android phones. But I do want to touch back on the facial recognition. Shout out to J. Cole 50 Cent Boss. Dark glasses detected. Your face must be fully visible. I am wearing sunglasses because I am outside and I love using sunglasses. Yes, there is a fingerprint reader, but I always prefer using my face just looking at my phone to get in. The Pixel Watch 2 also detected that I was walking, so it's nice that it has the fitness detection. But yeah, time to go back to work and see where the battery is going to be left off at. Alright, so it's around 4:30 and the battery life is sitting at 62%. I'm on 5G UC. There is a lot of traffic, so keep in mind of the time it's 4:30 and it's time to go back home. So the power button is located lower than most places, that it just automatically sets things down to the lowest volume. So if you have any type of like car adapter, stuff like that, highly recommend that you get something that is either a little bit lower or you have some type of, magnet case, because it's not fun. I wanted to add this in here because I honestly hate the position of the volume button on the Google Pixel. I don't know why it's so much lower than other smartphones. It really feels unnatural, but if you do have a car adapter, chances are it might just hard set the bottom volume. So what I actually suggest, instead of getting the magnet stuff, just move the phone up a little bit. That way it's not interfering with the adapter on the side, but very annoying. So just like most people, I'm driving back home and I have my phone hooked up to the Bluetooth and I'm listening to music. Don't expect the battery to drain that much, but just showing some typical use case of how people use their smartphone while driving. So I'm back home now at 5:08 and the battery is sitting at 55%. So halfway through the day, a little bit over 50%. So honestly, really impressed by the Google Pixel 8 thus far, but let's get back. Did I really just get a notification while I was recording? Anyway, taking off my shoes, you can see I got the socks on. Shout out to Red Hat. I do not work at Red Hat though. They're just some nice socks that I got. We're about to go on a run now, and the Pixel 8 Pro is simply playing a YouTube video. I almost always have a YouTube video playing whenever I get back home, but got to stay fit in this day and age, and I just want to talk a little bit more about my experience with the Pixel 8 Pro while I get my socks on. And I am genuinely impressed with the Pixel 8 Pro so far, especially at launch. I've usually had bad experiences with Pixel at launch, and I give smartphones some leeway because, it is a new device. Typically, there's a new OS as well, and with Android 14, I really do think Google spent a lot of time on refining a lot of things. So overall, happy with my experience with the Pixel 8 Pro throughout the entire day, but let's go on the run now. So it's about 5:30, and this is another good test of smartphones because when I go on my run, I have Bluetooth playing to my earbuds as well as it's connected to a smartwatch, so should be a fun experience. But anyway, run is done. I ran 3.3 miles. It's almost 6 o'clock at this point, and I had a little bit of trouble of trying to get the focus on the Pixel Watch 2, but looking back at the Pixel 8 Pro, at 6 o'clock I'm at 45%. This is more or less just some running data that I got from, I believe, the Fitbit app or the Fit app. I'm going to have to double check on that, but had to stop by at a quick grocery store because I no longer have paper towels. Why are paper towels $11.59 is beyond me for 6 rolls, but it's everything that they got. GPay works great, works like any other credit card that has contactless payment. So got my expensive paper towels and heading back home at this point. Back at home now, and I'm just making myself dinner, and all I really have at this point is just playing another YouTube video from my phone. I'm telling you guys, my phone, and I think a lot of people's phones, is a central point of their day. So it's not like I'm a super heavy power user, but I do use my phone for majority of the day. But yeah, making myself dinner real quick and gonna eat it and get back to some work. So after watching a couple YouTube videos and some phone calls, it's 6:42 and the battery's at 34%. Really impressed since I do have the always on display on the higher resolution and the higher refresh rate. Once again, really impressed with the battery life on the Pixel 8 Pro, but it's time to get back into work. So I always try to play at least one chess game a day. And then from there, I'm a senior software engineer, tech lead, manager, wearing multiple hats since I work at a small company, but I don't have the Pixel 8 Pro on a wireless charger. I just have it set in front of me. I'm using it throughout the entire night. I believe when I first started, it was like 6:40, so you guys might be shocked when you see where I end. But I am using the M1 Air for a majority of my work. Just wanted to let people know that I actually do use it. But it is now 1:39 a.m. Trust me, I have not moved other than to use the bathroom. I'm at 9%. So for nearly, I don't even know what that is, like 18 hours. The Pixel Watch 2 is dead, by the way. But for like 19 hours, the phone is still alive. And I've got to say, impressed with the Pixel 8 Pro. It's 317, did a little bit more work. Don't scold me for the people who I work with. But now I'm sitting at 6% battery life. And once again, just impressed with the Pixel 8 Pro overall. I wouldn't say this is realistic day in a life because typically I would put the phone on the charger, but I really just wanted to see how far I could push the battery. And I mean, the phone is smooth. I had no real complaints of using it, but I did run into one hiccup as I was messing around with stuff. As you can see, I have the bedtime mode on, Virginia Beach by Drake. Why am I listening to that? No idea. But once again, just overall a smooth experience compared to what I had before. What is going on, guys? Breaking the fourth wall again. So I do want to add in a clip where I did run into an issue with an app just not working. So here we have an app that just doesn't work. Now, the reason I left this in at the end of the video is because I want to kind of let it slide because it is a new phone and it's Android 14 just now being released. So could just be some bugs in the first, month or so of the device being out. But if you did enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. Thank you for letting me hit 75,000 subs. I did celebrate and got a cake baked for me. But honestly, guys, I cannot have thanked you guys enough for this year. The growth has been tremendous. I will have a review of the phone in the upcoming days. If you want me to do a review of the Pixel 8 by itself, like a day in a life, please let me know down in the comments below. And until next time, guys, much love.